Imagine this. You wake up one morning, and English feels impossible. The words are there. You studied them. You wrote them in your notebook 100 times. But when you open your mouth, nothing comes out. Or worse, something comes out, but it is not what you meant to say. Maybe someone laughs. Maybe no one understands you. Maybe you just want to close your eyes and go back to sleep. That feeling? Almost every English learner in the world knows it. But here is what those learners also know. The ones who kept going, the ones who got better, the ones who now speak with confidence. They know that every single day is a chance to grow. Today, we are going to follow one of those learners. Her name is Sofia. She is 24 years old. She lives in a busy city. She works, she studies, she laughs, she makes mistakes, and she tries again. This is her day. This is a day in the life of an English learner in 2026. Part 1. Morning. Sofia's alarm goes off at 6:30 in the morning. She does not jump out of bed immediately. She stays under her blanket for a few minutes. This is something many people do. It is called snoozing. You press the button to stop the alarm, and then you sleep a little more. But Sofia has a rule. She is only allowed to snooze once. After that, she gets up. The first thing she does every morning is not check social media. It is not look at messages. It is not read the news. The first thing she does is put on her headphones and press play. She listens to English every morning for 30 minutes while she brushes her teeth, washes her face, and gets dressed. Some days she listens to a podcast. Some days she listens to an audiobook. Some days, like today, she listens to a slow, shadowing script, just like this one. She does not try to understand every word in the beginning. She just listens. She lets the sounds of English enter her ears and fill her brain. This is called passive listening, and it is powerful. By the time Sofia has finished getting ready for the day, she has already heard hundreds of English words. Her brain has already started warming up, like a car engine on a cold morning. She goes to the kitchen and makes coffee. While the coffee is brewing, she opens her phone and reads 3 sentences in English. Just 3. She reads them slowly. She says them out loud. Then she closes the app. 3 sentences. That is all. You might think that is not enough, but Sofia knows something important. Small habits done every day are more powerful than big habits done sometimes. She has been doing this for 2 years, and her English has changed completely. Part 2. The commute. Sofia takes the metro to work. The ride is about 25 minutes. Most people on the metro are looking at their phones. Some are sleeping. Some are staring at the ceiling. Sofia is also looking at her phone, but she is doing something intentional. She is reading an English article, not a difficult academic paper, not a technical report. She is reading a simple news story about something she finds interesting: food, travel, technology, or animals. Today, she is reading about a new type of vertical garden that is being built in Singapore. She does not know the word vertical at first. She looks it up quickly. Vertical. It means going up and down, like a wall, like a building. Ah, a vertical garden, a garden that grows on a wall, like a tower of plants. She pictures it in her mind. She says the word quietly to herself. Vertical. Vertical garden. Now she will not forget it. This is one of Sofia's most important learning strategies. She always connects new words to pictures in her mind, not just to translations in her language. When she hears the word vertical, she does not think of the word in her native language. She thinks of a tall wall covered in green plants, reaching up toward the sky. This is how English starts to feel natural. This is how you stop translating and start thinking directly in English. The metro arrives at her stop. She puts her phone in her bag and walks to the office. Part 3. At work. Sofia works at a small travel company. Her job involves talking to clients, writing emails, and organizing trip details for travelers from around the world. All of this communication happens in English. A few years ago, this would have terrified her. Now it is just her job. But let's be honest, it is still not always easy. This morning, Sofia has a video call with a client from Australia. Australian English is a little different. The accent is distinctive. Some words and phrases are different from what Sofia learned in school. For example, the client says something like, "No worries, mate. We'll sort it out." Sofia understands the meaning from context. No worries means it is not a problem. Mate means friend. We'll sort it out means we will fix it or handle it together. She smiles. She feels proud that she understood without asking the client to repeat. But then the client says something she does not catch. He speaks quickly. He uses a phrase she has never heard before. He says, "We're keen to get the ball rolling." Sofia pauses for a second. Keen. She knows that word. It means very interested or eager. Get the ball rolling. This is an idiom. It means to start something, to begin a process. So the full meanings, we are eager to begin. She nods on the video call and says, "Absolutely. Let's get started." The call goes well. Afterward, Sofia writes the phrase in her small vocabulary notebook. She keeps this notebook on her desk. Every time she hears a new phrase, whether at work, on TV, or on the street, she writes it down. At the end of each week, she reviews all the new phrases she collected. She uses them in sentences. She says them out loud. This notebook is one of her most valuable learning tools, and it cost almost nothing. Part 4. Lunchtime. Sofia eats lunch with 2 colleagues. One of them, Marco, is from Italy. His English is very good, natural and confident. The other colleague, Priya, is from India. She speaks English as one of her first languages, so she is extremely fluent. Sometimes Sofia feels a little self-conscious when she speaks English with them. She worries about making grammatical mistakes. She worries about using the wrong word. But here is something she has learned over time. Native speakers and fluent speakers make mistakes too. Marco sometimes mixes up much and many. Priya sometimes says, "Could you please to help me?" instead of, "Could you please help me?" Nobody is perfect, and more importantly, nobody cares about small mistakes in natural conversation. What matters is communication. What matters is connection. Over lunch, they talk about weekend plans. They laugh about a funny video that went viral online. They discuss a movie that just came out. The whole conversation is in English, and Sofia is right there, laughing, sharing opinions, asking questions. using new vocabulary she learned this week. At one point, she uses the phrase she heard this morning, "Get the ball rolling," in a sentence. It fits perfectly. Marco looks at her and says, "Your English is really getting better." Sofia smiles. She does not say, "Oh, it is nothing." She does not downplay it. She says, "Thank you. I work hard at it." Because she does, and she is proud of that. Part 5. Afternoon. After lunch, Sofia has 2 hours of focused work, answering emails and preparing travel itineraries. Writing in English is different from speaking. When you write, you have time to think. You can read your sentence again. You can change it. You can look up a word. You can check your grammar. Sofia uses a grammar checking tool on her computer, but she does not rely on it blindly. She reads every suggestion carefully. She asks herself, "Why is this the better version? What rule does this follow?" She wants to understand the language, not just have the machine fix it for her. This takes more time, but it means she is learning while she is working. For example, today she writes, "Please to find attached the itinerary." The grammar tool suggests, "Please find attached the itinerary." Sofia reads both versions. She thinks about it. "Please find." This is a fixed phrase used in formal emails. "Please to find" is not correct in English. She makes a mental note. She will remember this for next time. Part 6. The evening routine. Sofia finishes work at 5:30. On the metro ride home, she does something different from the morning. In the morning, she consumes English. She reads and listens. In the evening, she produces English. She speaks and writes. She opens a voice recording app on her phone and talks to herself for 5 minutes. Yes, you read that correctly. She talks to herself in English. She describes her day. She talks about what she did, what she learned, what was interesting or difficult. She speaks as if she is telling a friend about her day. This might sound strange, but it is incredibly effective. When you speak to yourself, there is no pressure. Nobody is judging you. You can make mistakes and keep going. You can repeat yourself. You can search for words without feeling embarrassed. And when you listen back to your recording, which Sofia does every Friday evening, you can hear your own progress. You can hear how your pronunciation is improving. You can hear when you hesitate too long. You can hear the words you are still struggling with. Sofia has been doing this for 18 months. The early recordings are almost painful to listen to. The sentences are short. The words are limited. The hesitation is long. But the recent recordings? They sound like a completely different person. That person is still her, just a more confident, more fluent version. Part 7. Evening wind down. After dinner, Sofia sits on her sofa with a cup of tea. She opens a book, a novel written in English. She is not trying to study. She is just reading for pleasure. The book is not too difficult and not too easy. It challenges her slightly. She sees words she does not know, but she understands the overall story clearly. She reads for 30 minutes. She only looks up words that appear more than once. If a word appears just one time, she guesses the meaning from context and keeps reading. She does not stop for every unknown word. This is called extensive reading, and it is one of the most enjoyable ways to grow your vocabulary and feel the rhythm of English. Before she goes to sleep, she reviews her vocabulary notebook from the week. She reads the phrases. She says them out loud. She closes her eyes and tries to remember them without looking. Then she closes the notebook and puts it on her bedside table. She picks up her phone one more time, not to scroll, not to check messages. She plays a short, calming English audio, a slow, soft voice reading a short story. She puts it on low volume. She closes her eyes. She is not trying hard to listen. She is just letting English be the last sound she hears before she sleeps. Part 8. Reflection. Before she falls asleep, Sofia thinks about her day. She thinks about the Australian client, about the idiom she learned, about the email she wrote, about the conversation at lunch. She thinks about how far she has come. 2 years ago, she could barely introduce herself in English without feeling her heart beat faster with anxiety. Now she handles international clients. Now she writes professional emails. Now she laughs and tells jokes with people from around the world, all in English. She did not attend an expensive language school. She did not move to an English-speaking country. She did not have a private tutor 5 days a week. She just showed up. Every day. She did the small things consistently. She listened in the morning. She read on the metro. She wrote new words in her notebook. She spoke to herself on the way home. She read before bed. Small things. Every day. And over time, those small things became a big change. Closing. A message to you. And now a message for you. You are not so different from Sofia. You have the same 24 hours in your day. You have the same phone in your pocket. You have the same brain capable of learning, growing, and changing. The question is not whether you can learn English. The question is, what will you do today? Will you listen, really listen, when English is playing? Will you say new words out loud even when you are alone? Will you write down the phrases that surprise you or confuse you and come back to them later? Will you read a little every day, even when you are tired? Will you speak, even imperfectly, even nervously, even to yourself, and keep going? Language learning is not a sprint. It is not something you finish. It is something you live, day by day, word by word, moment by moment. Sofia is not finished. She knows there is always more to learn. Better pronunciation, more natural phrasing, more idioms, more confidence. But she is not waiting until she is ready to use her English. She is using it now, imperfectly, bravely, joyfully. And that is the secret. Not a perfect method, not the best app, not the most expensive class. Just this. Show up every day. Do the small things. Trust the process. Your English is growing right now, with every word you hear, every sentence you read, every moment you choose to keep going. So keep going. You are doing better than you think, and tomorrow you will be a little bit better than today.